All right, thank you very much, Corrine. So good afternoon, everybody. As you just heard from Corrine, I just had an opportunity to brief President Biden and Vice President Harris on our preparatory actions as we prepare for Hurricane Milton to make landfall in Florida. The entire federal family is leaning forward for Milton's response. And right now, I am in North Carolina, continuing to lead the response and recovery efforts for the impacts to Helene across many states. But I will be traveling this evening to Florida to be with the team that I have there on the ground, as well as meet with the governor and his team to make sure that we are working side by side to meet the needs of Floridians as Hurricane Milton passes through the state. I want to deliver a very important message to the people of Florida. This is going to be a catastrophic storm. It is going to be a potentially deadly storm. Please listen to your local officials as they will be giving you the best information about what you need to do where you are located. This storm is going to bring deadly storm surge, intense winds, flooding, but it is already bringing tornadoes across Florida. So if you do get an emergency message on your phone right now for a tornado warning, please seek shelter immediately. My heart goes out to all of the Floridians who have been in the path of many storms. They have had impacts from Hurricane Ian, Hurricane Debbie, Hurricane Idalia, and now Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. Floridians, they're no strangers to these storms, but this one, Hurricane Milton, it is expected to be catastrophic. And I promise you that FEMA is ready. FEMA and the entire federal family will be there to provide those immediate life-saving activities and begin to stabilize the incident after the storm passes. And again, I will be there on the ground to assess the impacts and prioritize the movement of federal resources to where the state needs them most. Today, tonight, and tomorrow, these are going to be tough as we watch the impacts move across Florida. And again, we're already seeing impacts from this storm with tornadoes and high winds happening in different parts of Florida. The most important thing is your safety. And I need everyone listening to do everything you can to protect yourself and your family as Milton passes. Some of you may still be able to safely evacuate. Others, it may be too late. Again, I need you to listen to your local officials. They will know exactly what you are still able to do. And if you receive, again, a tornado warning on your phone, through a NOAA radio, or from your local officials, there are tornadoes that are happening now. You need to seek shelter immediately. I have also been in contact with Governor DeSantis, Mayor Castor, Mayor Welch, and Mayor Dyer, as well as all the tribal nations in Florida that are in the path of this storm. The President's swift approval of the pre-landfall emergency declaration for Florida, as well as the Seminole Tribe of Florida, allows us to be able to employ the resources that we have staged to immediately begin to save lives and support the response activities. In addition to the thousands of people that I already have on the ground in Florida for Hurricane Helene, as well as the previous storms from previous years, at the President's direction, I sent an additional 1,200 search and rescue personnel, 6 incident management assistance teams, multiple power assessment teams, and dozens of medical facility assessment personnel into the area pre-landfall. We've also staged over 500 ambulances, and the search and rescue teams include high water vehicles and air assets, as well as boats, to support those life-saving activities in the first hours after the storm passes. As you heard Corrine say, we've also pushed millions of meals and liters of water into Florida to support those immediate needs. And let me be clear, the movement of these resources and these commodities are not taking away from our ongoing response and recovery efforts in North Carolina and the other states that were impacted by Hurricane Helene. We are built for this. We have managed multiple simultaneous catastrophic incidents before. and we are prepared to do this again. And I want the people to hear it from me. FEMA is ready. Our agency is postured to respond to this storm and maintain our current response and recovery efforts for Hurricane Helene impacted states. And we will be providing, and I will be providing regular updates to President Biden and Vice President Harris as this storm passes, so we can make sure that we are getting all of the federal resources that are needed to support their response. And they have directed me, as they always do, to make sure that Floridians continue to get everything they need. I want to be clear. We at FEMA stand ready to both continue our support to Hurricane Helene and respond to the impacts from Hurricane Milton. This is what we do best. We manage complex incidents. We coordinate, we communicate, and we respond. And again, I will be traveling to Florida later today so I can join my team as well as our state partners that are in the field preparing for the impacts from Hurricane Milton. My leadership team, they are the best of the best. They are trained to work across multiple states and support the impacts that states are going to be feeling. And I want everybody to know that we are prepared for what we need to do to support Florida as well as all of the other states. Before I take questions, I just want to emphasize once again, because this is extremely important. People need to listen to their local officials. They need to take this storm seriously. It's going to hit the west coast of Florida as a major hurricane, and it will still be a hurricane as it departs on the eastern coast of Florida. There will be flooding, there will be tornadoes, storm surge. Take the actions you need to protect yourself and your family. We do not need to lose any lives as a result of this storm. We have the time to prepare. Make sure that you're taking those actions now. And with that, Karine, I'll take any questions.
Thank you.